Jordan and I have two English bulldogs. Charlie was our first, and Bentley is 5, and he will be 6 in January. So we got a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old English bulldog. So we got them both at 8 weeks old. I got Charlie after my last semester in college, and my mom actually picked Charlie up from Breeder in Columbus. So then we had Charlie by himself for a few years, and Jordan always felt like he needed a buddy. She was always looking for another dog, and then we used to spend our off seasons in California. She was just strolling around Fashion Island and happened to walk in the pet store, and sure enough, Bentley and his sister were the last two puppies in their litter. Jordan gave me a call that there's a puppy at the pet store and at Fashion Island, and she can't leave the mall without him. So yeah, like I said, she had been talking about it for a while that she wanted another puppy and wanted Charlie to kind of have a buddy to run around and play with at the house. So when she called and told me there was an English bulldog at the pet store, I knew there was no chance that she would leave without him. You know, Charlie is a lot like Riley Reef, kind of that grumpy old man, just, let me do my thing, leave me alone. And then Bentley, I would say Bentley's kind of like Adam Thielen, where he's all over the place all the time and never really shuts up. Adam's kind of that way, where he's just, he's always got to be talking, always got to be in the action. And Bentley is very that way. He's been that way since he's a puppy. He's never really grown out of that puppy energy, to whereas Charlie is the exact opposite, a lot like Rusty Cage, and just wants to hang out and chill by himself. I think it's funny kind of how, their lives, the stages they've gone through. When we got them, they were our kids, and they slept in our bed. They had free reign on the house. They could get on the couches. Pretty much, all else goes. They had free reign. And then once we had kids, it was, you can't jump up on the couch, definitely not in the bed anymore. So it's like, they just got pushed further and further down the totem pole. But now the kids are, our girls will be 4 next month. Henry's almost 2. They've kind of become like the kings again, because the kids are playing with them all the time. But also now, as soon as we sit down for dinner, they know that Henry's sitting down for dinner, and a lot of that food's going to end up on the floor. So I'm going to go hang out right next to Henry, and sure enough, you just see him take his food, wipe it off the tray, and send it right down to usually Bentley, who's sitting there waiting to eat it. But Charlie doesn't miss many meals either. I'm a dog person because, as the saying goes, they're a man's best friend. And both Charlie and Bentley have been best friends of ours since we got them. And even though they may be down the totem pole a little bit further because we have humans to take care of, every day when you come home from work, you want to hang out on the couch, they'll be right there by your feet, and you always have a best friend in them.